Hey there, it's Oren Weintraub with the Dale Carnegie 30-Day Challenge. We are applying one Dale Carnegie principle per day and creating results in our relationships. Please leave a comment below and let us know one action you've taken that's been a breakthrough for you. We're now 8 days in. Any action you've taken since the challenge started that has taken you out of your comfort zone or has taken courage on your part. That's felt like a risk for you to do it. Please share that below. That's really inspiring for the rest of us to hear about. Today is day 8 and today's principle is talk in terms of the other person's interests. This could be challenging for many people because what do we like talking about? We like talking about what we like talking about. One of my favorite quotes is by Greg Montana, who's a thought leader in the area of authenticity and authentic communication. He says, "We are not 7 billion people living in one world, but one people living in 7 billion worlds." Let me repeat that. We are not 7 billion people living in one world, but one people living in 7 billion worlds. Wow. That was a paradigm shifting concept for me the first time I heard it, because I was all about talking about what I was interested in. And I finally realized that if I wanted to make new connections and connect to new people, I was going to have to get into their world. For example, when I first started out in sales, it's B2B sales. I came into the role with tons of industry knowledge. I could talk your ear off about facilitation and creating an adult learning environment. I could speak for hours about communication or leadership, but the people that I was now calling, they didn't really care about those things. What they cared about was their business, their lives, their families, their problems. And so I could listen to them talk about those things, no problem. But how could I talk about those things if they're their interests and they're not my interests? The answer is I can't. I really understood that if I was going to be successful in this business, I was going to have to make their interests my own. I was going to have to get into their world. And so I had to face the uncomfortable reality that if I was going to connect with business professionals, I'm going to have to learn about business and today's business reality, and most importantly, their business. So anytime I'm developing a new account, I now research the company, I go to their website, I look for any nugget I can find so that during our conversation, I can come back with something I can reference and be relevant to them. And that is how I have been able to build business relationships and do business. This is also true in networking, whether it's for business or pleasure and social interactions. I've seen people standing around at a party. Someone will be speaking about something that they don't know about. Somebody in the circle will be speaking about something somebody else doesn't know about, and that somebody else will feel so uncomfortable that they'll either just stand there like a boob and not be of any value to the rest of the people in the circle, or I've even seen people forcefully try to change the subject so that they could feel comfortable in that situation, which I think is ridiculous and not very tactful. We live in the 21st century, and in your pocket right now, or perhaps in your hand watching this video, you have a window to 7 billion worlds. Have you ever thought of that? You can easily just get into somebody else's world just by taking out your phone and looking something up. And when I'm at an event or a party these days, if I'm standing around somebody's talking about something I don't know about, I immediately ask them to clarify what they're talking about. I'll take out my phone, I'll look it up, and I will come back with something that I can share in the conversation. Now, if it's not appropriate for me to take out my phone in that moment because it's more important for me to just be present and listen to the person, which is something we talked about yesterday, then I won't take my phone out. But sometimes it's the way to go. I'll give you an example. I was on the phone with a client about 4 months ago, and he was talking about this product he just discovered, a note-taking product that allowed him to be way more productive and effective in his day-to-day and in his business. I had never heard of it, so I looked up the product name right then and there on Google while I was on the phone with him. And I came back to him and I said, oh yeah, I see here it says this benefit and that advantage. And then I hear this moment of silence. And then I hear him say, did you just look that up? And I was I was afraid that he was upset because he realized I hadn't been fully listening to him with my attention fully on him. But I admitted, yes, I did. And he said, I love it when people do that. Thank you so much for showing an interest in what I'm talking about. Wow, I wish my salespeople would be doing that. I wish more people would be doing that today so everyone could just understand each other better. So actually, he was not upset with me for dividing my attention. He appreciated and was thrilled by the fact that I took the time and got out of my way and got into his world. And that allowed me to deepen my relationship with him. Talk in terms of the other person's interests. In your conversations today, talk about what they want to talk about, not what you want to talk about. No changing of subjects allowed. Get into their world. If you don't know the subject, clarify it, go look it up, come back with something relevant that you can share to be of value and contribute to the conversation. They will appreciate the interest you're showing in them and in the subject that they're speaking about. And you will be seen as a relevant and versatile business professional. I want to acknowledge you for watching this video and watching these videos on a daily basis. Your commitment to your personal development and to deepening your relationships truly inspires me and makes me want to come back every day at my very best with another video. My name is Oren Weintraub. This is the Dale Carnegie 30-Day Challenge. Please share this video with your network, and if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you could be notified when tomorrow's video is posted, and it will be about principle number 9.